All right. I was looking for some music to play before this, but I am not. I just got back from the store and I got some incense, y'all. And I think I was looking to see how many was in each pack. Huh. Okay, anyway. I felt like this would be a great time to come and speak um after the whole goofy situation was done, all of the goofies, okay? And this is for my peeps, okay? This is for my peeps. Of course, you guys know that right now I am preparing for home ownership. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Nobody's ever too old to do anything. In fact, I don't consider myself to be old at all. I don't hang with people that feel that 40 is old. I don't hang around with people that feel that 40 years old is old. I have learned a lot about myself and the type of people that I want to be around and have amongst me. And I just don't and so I found out the past several years the type of folks that I don't want around me whatsoever. Okay. I wanted to come and talk about quite a few things, and because there have been other people who have no content or real adult experiences or any experience spiritually, they wanted to come on here and retell my story. Okay, as far as my stories, as far as my situation, and it's not up for those people to do that because again, I am the teacher. And sometimes I found that as a high priestess, I go through things so that y'all don't have to. Believe it or not, I am one of those types of people who I'm so loving that when I learn a lesson about something, I don't want to see other people go through it. I'd rather prevent you from going through something. Okay. So, because when I deal with it like a trooper. Hello, Adam. How are you? So I felt like this would be the perfect time to come on here and discuss a couple of different things. Uh, outside of the silly trolls who wish that they had any type of spiritual knowledge and they don't. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual knowledge is not just about money either, as we all know. It ain't about the money. Okay, money is nothing. Honestly, if you want some money, we can get you some money. That has nothing to do with it, not nearly as much as understanding a lot more than just that. Okay, so and I have been through quite a extensive spiritual awakening. Okay, very extensive, you know so I know a lot about a lot. And trust me, there's probably more that I will learn, but they won't be hard lessons. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm opening up these. I got some dragon's blood. I got some sandalwood and patchouli lavender. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm really excited about. Okay, so first of all, I want to start out by letting you guys know, words to the wise, how very, very, very important it is to cut out that two-faced man out of your life. It's not to say that a two-faced woman is less, uh, devastating on the spirit or less devastating, but a two-faced man is a problem. A man that talks about you behind your back, a man that uh it's a sign. It's a sign. And Spirit wanted me to come and talk to you guys about this last night. Not just your romantic partners, obviously, shouldn't be two-faced and going behind your back, which it's a huge problem. And that should be like a no-brainer. That should be a no-brainer. And then it should also be zero tolerance for that. There should be zero tolerance of dealing with a man that is gossiping about you behind your back, even if it's with your family. And we're going to talk about bad family too today. Okay. I got too busy last night, had to do a reading. And because I wanted to come and talk about bad family last night. And what it actually means and why you have to take heed to the warning signs of bad family, and why you have to make sure that you go. You have to be very careful with those people, okay? Because y'all not understanding that, family sometimes, family is not just because they your family don't mean that they your friend. Okay, and it depends on how they was raised. I know that me personally, even to this day, I raised all of my children to be trustworthy towards each other, to love one another, to stick by each other. I raised all four of my little ones with that principle, and they will always be the best of buddies to each other. I'm not narcissistic, so I didn't raise my children to go against one another. Okay. So whenever there's a problem, I let them know, hey, that's your sister, that's your brother. Y'all need to stick together. And they always do. But there are some people in your family or some people, period, that were raised in like a war zone to where their mama was crazy and their mama thought that it was cute to be having all this drama and stuff, or either she was mentally ill or either she was possessed by something. And so she just thought it was cool to have all this drama. And so she raised her children to fight amongst one another and thought it was cute. Like, used her children as like a battleground because she just liked that kind of stuff. Okay. And you just never know. But people in your family that are like two-faced two-faced family members, y'all have to deal with them. Y'all have to deal with them spiritually, because bad family will mess you up. Bad family can be devastating. They will do everything in their power to convince you. It's all for them. It's all about convincing you, being convincing, being manipulating. But in reality, these people, your family members, will get you killed and then come and cry at your funeral, is what they will do. And they will not give a damn. And it will be all under the guise of their religion, which is where they sacrifice folk, okay? Under those religions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you dealing with anybody. First of all, I don't care if you black or white. Do not contend with racism if you are black or white, because that ain't nothing but a journey of death and destruction. Okay? So if you got a family member that's running around here, being evil and uh, you know, uh, uh, hey, just first of all, let's talk about this. I'm trying to figure out how I can articulate this. Okay. Let's go back to dealing with a man that on a regular basis expressed his hatred for black people specifically. Okay. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about dealing with a man that would specifically specify how much he hated black people while hanging around with racist people. Okay. Because as far as I'm concerned, and if they are not happy about that, the people that my haters, they not happy about that. They not happy about the fact that I did come out on top. They would have preferred for me to be dead, to be honest with you, and they let me know that, which that ain't gonna happen. Never. It'll happen to them before it happens to me, ever. Okay. Let what happened to me be a warning to you. Any man, especially if you especially if you are a black woman, but even if you are a white woman, it doesn't matter. Somebody that is capable of showing so much hatred, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to come out and use the N word. Somebody with that kind of hatred in their heart is capable of destroying another human being. Period. Stay away from people like that. It's nothing you can do to exercise that person. That person is the way that they are. They are rooted in hate. They are more than likely some kind of puppet for someone else, which is really sad. It really, really shocks me when I see a black woman hanging around with people, with any male in that so called quote unquote black sector. It baffles me. Do you not see how much they hate you as a black woman? That's just like a narcissist. A narcissistic person is not going to directly attack everybody. They're going to show you their hatred towards either somebody's gender, somebody's race, or either children, period, by attacking that one thing. So a lot of the black women that thought, oh, I'm cool with this person, I'm down with this person, that man hates black women because he's rooted in hatred that probably came from his mama's womb. So a lot of them that think, oh, I'm down, I'm cool with this person, I'm gonna donate to this person, I'm gonna support this person because I don't like that, because I'm trying to be, I guess it was the ghetto conservatives or whatever. Oh, we're making a statement about single mothers or something. At the end of the day, I am a witch. At the end of the day. So the reason why we got to go back down this memory lane is not to open up the door. That's not what we're doing, because I'll get Hades to shut all the shit down. Okay. I'll get it all shut down. The whole thing, everything will be shut down. I'm not playing. Okay. Yes, Adam, you can ask a random question, but I'll try to get to it in a minute, hon. You're about the only person because these black people tried to isolate me. It's people that probably more people that probably want to comment on my videos, but they can't. I wouldn't be afraid of those people. I would be afraid if you are ever convinced that those people have any power. That's sad. That's sad because those people are weak and spineless, every last one of them are dirt under my feet. So if you feel like you want to ask me a question or be in my chat, you sure can. Those people are not tough. In fact, they're the weakest links in this world, and they and honestly, um, my whole the consensus of it on a Saturday is that you should gravitate away from folk like that. People that are so sick and disgusting that they would make up lies about a person. And you know what? A lot of people have been given the warning about certain people on here, and you gonna have to deal with that. Because I've already given warning and I've been vocal about certain people on here. Okay, I have. I've been very vocal. I have let y'all know what those people are up to, what they spirits is doing. I am a person who I told y'all that my children were under threat because those people's spirits were threatening my children. Needless to say, my children ain't never going nowhere and they will never be harmed. Don't ever think that your children to people like that are safe. And if you love your children, you will stay away from anybody that threatens anybody's children. I see a lot of silly people running around here. I just be like, that person's stupid. That's what I label you as stupid. If a person is stupid and crazy to be threatening somebody's children, why would you be around that? Why would you commune with a person like that? Unless you're like that. And please believe that if you love your children, you will learn, you will know that that ain't the way to go. Okay. I told y'all when I came on YouTube and I came out of the broom closet, immediately, almost immediately, my children went under threat. Now, can't nobody do nothing to my children. They gonna always be safe. They gonna always be safe. They gonna always be fed. They gonna always be healthy. If anybody tries to convince somebody that they can change it, and then let's drift back to this man. And I say that with a grain of salt, a lot of salt. Okay. Nobody should accept anything that he said and did. If you did, you need to raise your standards because that wasn't nothing but a narcissistic demon at work. And I did the best that I could with no with but you know what? I don't want to say no family support, but a lot of the elders in my family are blind, stupid, and crazy. Okay. I didn't have any elder support except for from my mama until she passed away. My mother was very in my corner and supporting me, and they have no proof otherwise. If they did, they would show it. Okay? Otherwise, I did have family support. Shout out to all of the fam bam that ain't two-faced it. The type of goofy that was playing out and then showing up giving me money. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. He tried to make it seem like he was some good person or savior or whatever, forgiving me. He should have gave me $10,000. What are you talking about? You should have gave me 10 grand. What are you talking about? Like, just after dealing with the constant backstabbing and two-facedness. But see, here's the thing about it. One thing that is priceless is loyalty. And a person that knows how to be loyal and sound and stable, that is priceless. There is no dollar amount that can be placed upon a person that can be loyal and solid. And that's a fact. You can't put no dollar amount on that. That's a priceless person. And there's a lot of people out there like it, like that. But there are some people that flip flop and they go back and forth. And you have to be careful with somebody like that. And please do not accept a man going back and forth, flip flopping, talking about you to his family and to nobody, his friend, nobody. If a man has a female that he speaks to outside of your relationship about you, and he's speaking about you in a negative way, please believe that not only do you need to bind his goddamn tongue, you need to bind up his goddamn lips, but you need to have his ass hemmed up, because that's a very dangerous person that cannot be trusted. And you need to cleanse his ass the hell off of you completely. You need to get his ass out of your life, especially if it's a black man that's hanging out with racist people. I don't care if they're black or white, racist people. So this is a man that claimed that he cared about me, which everybody knew that wasn't the truth. Even I, okay, even I. But then he came back with his racism. A black man hanging out with racist white people is always going to be a person that you cannot trust. Period. Racism is a system that can never be trusted. We don't judge people by the color of their skin. We judge people by the content of their character. If you judge people by the color of their skin, you are not going to make it in this world. Now, personally, I have seen some people that look very seedy, very shady. I understand that. I'm not a prejudiced person at all. Okay. Shady people and seedy people come in all shades and colors and sizes and shapes. Okay. I think Adam, that's a good question. Adam says, is it me or the word narcissist concept of narcissism only become popular this decade? Um no. And I'm gonna go into that real quick for you. Okay. I think that word is being used a lot, and it's being used too much by the wrong people. In fact, I have seen people be blatant narcissists. Blatantly, what they're doing is narcissism. Because when it comes to being narcissistic, the one thing that you can tell that a person is a narcissist is somebody that wants to have dominion and control. And narcissistic people also often steal from other people. Okay. I think that there's not enough good information about narcissism, but I will tell you that when we look at narcissism, narcissism is not just a word, and it's not just a mental illness. It's actually a system. And narcissism is what you would use to describe the God of the Bible. Okay. So I believe that the God of the Bible is the demon of narcissism. I believe that it's a narcissistic. It's a conglomerate of narcissistic spirits, is what I believe. So I don't believe that it's only become popular in this decade, but I believe that the reason why is because we can learn something from it. But with so many people, with so many narcissistic people using that word to describe their victims, you got narcissistic people who are accusing the people that they just won't leave alone. They just won't leave them alone. Just leave people alone. That's a narcissist, okay? I think a lot of stalkers are narcissistic, okay? I was thinking about this last night and I was too tired. And last night I had some, oh my God, we cooked some spaghetti that was so delicious. It put me to sleep. I said, I got to go sleep. I said, that, oh my God. Oh, that was some of the best spaghetti I've ever had in my life. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this last night. Okay. Family members. Family members that think that they have the right to do and say whatever it is that they want to do and say about their own family. I sat down, I had a conversation with my children about this. You do not be all forgiving and be around a person that does, like, if it's a little petty argument or you have a disagreement with somebody or something, or they may have a bad spirit on them one day, but then but then a little something something, but family that plots against you and schemes against you and talks about you behind your back. Hey, what's up, Rochelle? How are you? Somebody that schemes and scams and plots against you, a family member that's obviously stalking you, specifically stalking you, looking for you. What is it that you want? Unless it's somebody that's like your mother and your mother has good intentions. But even with your mother, if you go through something in life to where you need some privacy and you need a break, especially if your mother got brothers and sisters that are crazy as hell. Because that's the only reason why I wanted to hide from my mother, is because of the baggage she brought with her, which was her brother, his wife. I didn't want to be bothered with them people. I didn't want to be bothered with them. I needed an energetic break from that crap. I needed healing time. But if your mama got you protected, when your mama got you protected, when your mama is doing the right thing to protect you. That's why I have a very close relationship with my children that can't be broken. And trust me, the demon of narcissism tried, and I do mean tried, but that's the one thing I wasn't having. I wasn't gonna have that crap. You're not gonna come between, because What can happen when a person is able to drive a rift between mother and child, then they're able to do harm to those children, and you have to pay attention. You don't never let nobody turn you against your children or let nobody turn you against your parent, especially if they are a good parent that's doing everything in their power to protect you. And they don't hurt you and they don't do nothing to you to hurt you. You know that you don't let nobody divide and conquer your family. Okay? So, but when it's like a auntie, a cousin, or something like that, that you obviously you don't talk to them people, you know what I'm saying? Because you done already realized that they was up to no good. And then especially if there is a history of that person scheming and scamming and playing around with your life, you can't trust a person like that. And because why in the hell would your family be stalking you and obsessing over you? That's weird, bro. What do you like? If it's somebody, let's say you take a person, and usually your intuition is correct. The moment you get away from those people, your life gets better. Things start happening for you. Things get better for you. They noticing that, they taking notice of that, and they start hating on you. They talking about you. They talking about you. They talking about your 10 or your 12-year-old self, and you in your 30s or 20s or 40s. Then when something happened, they want to come creeping around you after they done already threw you under the bus, and you was lucky that you even survived that. Because let's face it, family thinks that they can say anything. When a person think they can say anything about you, and that's why I'm saying when it comes to the tongue, when a person has nothing but negative things to say about you, you cannot trust them. Now, if a person is saying, "Hey, listen, I see trouble coming," and I just and they tell you the truth. Like for example, when I do readings for people, people come to me to get readings because they need clarity. That's why people come to me. If they already knew, they wouldn't need to come to me. So a lot of people will come to me. That's just like a reading that I did the other day. And I'm not going to get into detail because I ain't going to tell that client's business. Client was focused on something else, and my spirits exposed a enemy, a mighty enemy of their family that needed to be exposed. It ain't that. It ain't that. It's that person. And then I said, well, come to think of it, so yeah. And people, if they wishing death on you, that was one of my main warning signs of dealing with this crazy person, this crazy man, that people will come online and say all this person was trying to do was help them by wishing death on me every other day. Just out of the blue, all of a sudden wishing death on people and wishing death on my children. And it doesn't matter if I'm gonna tell you something, it doesn't matter if a person was under possession. A person that falls under possession that easily and becomes a danger to you. And yes, I can admit it. I can admit it that there are a lot of women that put curses on other women. That is the reason why I came up with, well, not came up with, I started offering the War of the Roses curse reversal. Okay. The War of the Roses curse reversal is not so that you can reunite with that person that done already flipped out on you. That ain't what that is. I'm going to tell you something. If you have a death curse on you, because I've had several different death curses on me, I don't give a shit. I remove them. Bye. Cleanse it off of myself. I know how to cleanse myself. I know how to remove a death curse. That's what I do. I remove death curses from other people. So it ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string for me. Okay. I'm a high priestess. Okay. But, and yeah, there are people that don't know how to remove those curses and they're constantly looking for a uh sacrifice is what they looking for because they know that they got that on them, right? Or either they're dying or something. Here's my whole point about it. If a man goes to that extreme, even if you have a curse on you, even if it's you, a man going to that extreme, that's not a man that's for you because a man is going to be affected by your spirits. He will be. Now, I personally, because of who I am, and I ain't lied about who I am, I cannot be possessed by nobody's spirits or they curses. Okay. If a person walks up to me, hey, Shamika, if a person walks up to me and they got a curse on them, that spirit is not going to be able to use me to communicate that curse to them. Not in that kind of way. I'm not going to become a threat to that person. Okay. And that's because I have been trained by my spirits to be a high priestess. That's why I can carry the title as a priestess. That's why I am who I am. Because I deal with that in the everyday, speaking to people, talking to people, communing to people, reading people that have death curses and spirits on them that want to kill them. So I am not the type of person that is going to ever be put in a position to where I'm going to be weaponized against nobody because I have discernment. I was born with it. Okay. But there are some people out there, and you got to be careful with these men. Now, you know what I'm saying? I know that a lot of, we love these men, but you know what? In reality, they got to have a certain amount of control over their own spirits and their own energy. They do. So, for example, let's say your evil auntie who knows conjure, she evil and she crazy. I'm gonna give y'all the exact psychosis of the type of people that I'm talking about. Evil, crazy, jealous of you, psychotic, obsessive, sitting around obsessing over you having sex. For some reason they're always focused on whether or not you're having sex or not, and they usually watch porn. For some reason, while they're watching the porn, they start thinking about you and who you having sex with. So they decide to do some conjure or either go to somebody and they want to break you up from your man. Ooh, I can't. Ooh, it's just, I'm just, oh, I can't stop thinking about this person having sex. They don't need to be having sex. Like, I don't understand why they're always trying to stop you from having sex. That's like they're trying to stop the love and the romance and the sex. It's so weird. Am I lying to y'all? No, I'm not. Okay. They sit around obsessing, acting stupid and crazy, but they do know how to conjure something on you. So they conjure something on your man. right? They conjure something on him, and he get to acting a fool and flipping out on you, right? Because spirits are very real. You can't necessarily blame anybody. At that point, it's not a blame game. Okay. At that point, we know that destruction magic exists. We know that destructive spirit exists. But when a man continuously welcomes in that spirit over and over again, to the point where he feels comfortable in that spirit against you, then it's time to walk away completely from a man that's like that. You know, it's a it's kind of like a it's kind of like you have to have the discernment on it when it comes to anybody in your life. If they constantly keep bringing this negativity to you, you know, a lot of us like, you know, we have people doing work on us, especially when I told y'all, when I explained to y'all in that one video about the War of the Roses. If every single person that you come across does the same thing, take you for granted, you know, disses you, then that can come from you. If every single person, for some reason, okay, every single person, it's not to say that he's not an asshole, you know, because men can be assholes. But if it, but if the same thing happens and it just gets worse and worse and worse, because I've already seen the worst, I can honestly say that. If that happens, then you need to pay attention to what's happening here, because there, you know, there is such thing, and it's not mythical, it's mystical. You know, a lot of us have it. Well, not a lot of us, not all of us. Thank God for y'all, you know. But there's but people just don't talk about it. You know, I get paid to talk about it. If I never talk about it, then people won't ever know what my level of understanding is and my expertise is, and they would never be able to come to me. I'm not saying that nobody should stay with an abusive man. No, no, even though a lot of people do. And I'm not saying that he should not take responsibility, because when a man does something that he knows that he shouldn't have done, and he knows that spirit affected him negatively, he should admit to that. He should at least admit it to himself and work towards not. But I think that it's important for y'all to understand that curses do exist. They do. And it'll happen. It'll be like a repeating cycle that happens over and over and over again. Okay. It will be. It'll be a repeating cycle over and over again. So, for example, you know, I love women. I think witches are amazing, but you know what? Some of them can be pieces of garbage, right? And I'm not even talking. Please don't think I'm talking about anybody on here, because I don't talk about you. I'm talking about the real life experiences that I have had with witches. Okay, I'm talking about the real life experiences that I've had with curses, what I've seen and what I've experienced for myself. If you have a curse on your family already, and then you got other people coming into the family, that can be very devastating to the family. So this is the reason why I tell my clients, I say, hey, listen, you've recognized, I mean, when it comes to the curses that are over your family, we definitely agree on that. You know, you guys already have discernment on that. So when you have curses that are over the whole family, right, and the whole family has been functioning within that curse, you want it removed from you, but nobody else in the family really has a problem with it. They just kind of, and then there's some people, let's face it, there's some people that are in your family that are going to flourish because of that curse. They're going to flourish. It's going to be right up their alleyway, but it's not going to necessarily agree with what you're trying to do, right? So when you have that kind of stuff going on and people in the family are acting stupid and crazy, you got to stick with the people that are not acting stupid and crazy. I'm sorry. The people that are acting, I swear to you, a lot of the times these families will be divided between good and evil. And there will be a group of evil people doing evil within the family. And then there will be the victims, right? Of that. So when you're dealing with stuff like that, that can be a sticky situation. And you can't go into that half cocked. And this is one of the reasons why I have my spirits. I don't care if people have a problem with it and people don't understand it. That's just like I did a video showing an apparition of my spirit Buer. If you have curses of sicknesses over your family, Buer, being that he is a healing angel with legions, he can bring healing. There's a lot of people that are afraid of that. They like, oh no, I'm not dealing with that. Oh, that's the devil. That's this, and that, whatever. Whatever. But then when people in the family, their sicknesses start to that either getting ready to take them into the grave, then they want to then they want to do what they normally do, which is pulling on you. Now I'm talking about spiritual families especially too. These spiritual families out here who for some reason all of a sudden the lesser keys of Solomon or either the other spirits and gods and stuff, they all of a sudden they don't want to deal with them. And see, I don't do ignorance whatsoever. I don't do that. I don't do that, And yes, a lot of us did grow up in a family to where everybody was talking about, oh, it's just Jesus. And hey, that's on you. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay, I'm sorry. And yes, I understand that there's a lot of people that feel that way. But you know what? Why are you still dying? Why are you still sick? Why are you having all these problems? You're going to continue to blame, blame, blame whatever, whatever. Your choice is your choice. I'm going to sit over here in my bubble, love, healed, healing my family, healing the people that trust me, and you do what you got to do. Okay? Because, and see, for me, what I would like to do is eliminate it at all. I can always feel when somebody is sick in my family. I don't know why. I can always feel it. When somebody's sick, me, I can feel it. My children don't. I shield them. Okay. If I have a man at the time, I shield him. I feel it for some reason. I pick up on it. When they medications ain't doing its job, when they having side effects, I pick up on that. Why am I picking up on it? The reason why I'm picking up on it is because that person is thinking about me. That's why. Why are they thinking about me? Because they know that I'm a healer, right? But they don't want to listen to me. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get sick and die with you? No, I'm not. They was trying to make me sick, half sick when I was 35 years old. I'm like, well, Ain't no doctor. The doctors gave me a clean bill of health. What are you talking about? So it's very difficult being a healer or a witch within your family. And, and it just is so bizarre, the way that they are. And so I'm saying this to y'all for a reason. Because I've noticed that people, when they sick, they want to project their sickness, or they'll try to project their sickness out to you, is what I'm saying. I don't know why I've been seeing that so much. People trying to project their sicknesses onto other people instead of healing themselves, to the capacity where they can have a good quality of life. Okay. And mainly they project a lot of that to the witches and the healers and stuff, and the empaths. And as an empath, as a witch, I have to be with a man that's trustworthy. I can't be with no man that I can't trust. Somebody that don't have no discernment. Now, I will tell you that I'm gonna tell y'all straight up and down. There's I listen. A lot of y'all will come to me and y'all will want me to do reversals. And that is possible. It is a possibility, because I could sense a lot of y'all thinking about this last night. Can I get a reversal? Did somebody curse my relationship? Is somebody cursing my relationships? Okay. And yeah, it's definitely a possibility. And it gets very frustrating when when the person that you're in a relationship with, they kind of conform to that negative spirit. Okay. But you got to think about it, because a lot of y'all will carry on the characteristics of a black widow, especially if it's something that for example, we was watching Practical Magic, and that is a thing. It is. So you do have to break those curses, and those curses can be broken. Okay. But, a lot of the times when it comes to uh relationships and love, you have to listen to your heart, but you also have to listen to your intellect and what is your mind telling you. But yeah, it's a possibility that that is a possibility. That person can either be an asshole, though sometimes it might just be somebody that's just an asshole, okay, that you don't belong with. But there are some times you know when you do have that kind of thing going on, that yeah, it's a possibility, okay, that somebody is doing that. Okay. Or that it mainly is connected to your family. Okay. And I can speak from personal experience from that. I saw some negative energy, because I'm not going to keep my relationship secret, or how I feel about a person. I announced publicly that I was in love with somebody, and lo and behold, about a week or two later, somebody was trying to throw some negativity at him, which is sick. Which is sick. And you know what? I feel sorry for that person that tried to throw some negativity at him. Okay. Because when I look in his face, all I see is my husband. That's all I see is the man that I want to be with. So you attack him, and you're going to have some problems. You're going to have some real problems in your life. Okay. But yeah, people will do that. People will try to conjure their ancestors or their spirits, or try to curse you. try to do breakup work on you. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down, I don't give a damn about what some of these bitter ass women say. You not going to sit up there and fuck with my man that I love. I'm not going to let you do it. So y'all better stop doing that. Stop doing that whole thing to where, you're going to become a hermit and be alone for the rest of your life and walk away from love. And you know that that's what you want. Because you got some, you got some uh evil ass women that will literally try to destroy the love of your life or destroy your love life, and I wouldn't let them do it. Okay, I wouldn't let them do it. The moment they find out you got somebody, they trying to light a damn candle. I make that candle blow up in their face. So it's a lot going on out here. And you can see and you can sense that negativity coming. And some people will attack every single person that you have. But if a person comes out the gates letting you know that they a piece of garbage, then they letting you know. If your first encounter with a person was them doing something harmful to you, then that would be obvious. So that's why I was saying these fake people on the internet, please don't take that as something being real. They tried to literally use that fake dude. He's not an ex, he's an op. They try to use that to say something about me. But in reality, my first encounter with him was negative. The first encounter with him was him stalking me on the internet. So what does that tell you? That wasn't gonna never work out. And I really would appreciate it if people would stop with your fakeness. Stop. The very first encounter that I had with this dude was him stalking my family, making a video about my mother, making a video about my children, and people trying to act like, well, he was just trying. No, no, he was a bastard from the beginning. So that ought to let you know. And if it's a normal person that you meet and you like that person, and then all of a sudden, you kind of notice that spirit on them, then that's different. Okay. So I wouldn't even listen. I'm so tired of people running around here. First of all, I don't know why they created all that stupid stuff to begin with. It was utter stupidity that ain't gonna do nothing but uh it ain't gonna have no bearing on my balls. Ain't gonna have no bearing on my balls or my life. It's gonna affect their lives. But out the gates, these people sent this dude to stalk me and to stalk my family. And then here we are 5 years later, they trying to play stupid, trying to make it seem like that's not how he was from the beginning. Trying to act like he didn't come into my life specifically to try me. So there would be no way as a woman that I would be stupid enough to be trying to save that relationship. In fact, I wasn't ever trying to save it. I was more so trying to neutralize it and figure out what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out what was going on. What was spirit trying to tell me about that situation? And it became very clear to me. And it was literally stupid because I guess these people was trying to prove what? That black women don't make good wives or partners, which is totally not true. So their particular world doesn't exist, because we know plenty of black women that are amazing mothers and wives, and let's stop doing that. Like this little small group of people, this little tiny small group of people who was a molehill trying to turn themselves into a mountain, ain't gonna never happen. And they still go around. They still do it. That's just like, you don't hear me. Listen, I want to personally go to every and find every single video that I have made where I have tried to label or stigmatize a black man. Not gonna do it. That was that one little group of people, which is tiny. It doesn't even represent most of the black people that are in social media or that exist in this world, trying to make it a black thing, trying to, and I still don't get it, trying to use that situation to make it seem like black women are ghetto, or we not good partners, or we stupid and crazy or something, when this dude came out the gates attacking me. And so they hate black women anyway. This group of people, they hate themselves. It's all about hate for self, hate for the other person, hate for other people. That don't have nothing to do with my real love life and what I'm supposed to experience when it comes to love. Okay. So and they'll even still try to do it, try to make it seem like, oh, he just wanted to be there for her and her children. No, you didn't. You came out the gates attacking me and my children. Why he's trying to destroy that history, I have no idea. He don't even want to talk about it or acknowledge it. And I personally feel like somebody that's just turning on their camera or either being abusive towards a person, why would we listen to that person to begin with? But then again, as far as who I am socially, as far as what is socially acceptable, it's not even about what's it's not even about what's socially acceptable in public, because social is also at home. At home, you're experiencing social experiences. Am I going to be with a man that publicly shows me respect, but then behind the scenes is slapping me around? No, no, I'm not. And you better not come out of your mouth and call me a bitch. So I had to get, it was almost like it was a ghetto, stupid, neurotic, nimrotic paradigm or paradox that these people were trying to create. And I don't know who was trying to bind me to that stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something. The spirits that I'm working with, they gonna keep bringing it to you. You just gonna be in a tailspin the rest of your life, because my life has nothing to do with that. Not my real life, not my social media, not my clients, not what I do. And then it was also, there was a few people, involved with that group that, they wanted light-skinned women to get dogged out. Like, and it just was, throw that crap away, walk away from that crap. And that don't have nothing to do with black or white. In fact, for me, I'm much more of a wholesome person. Guys, I just got my 12 pack of sage sticks. I gotta go. I wanted to come and speak about that because, you know what? Some things need to be said and some things don't have to be said. This had to be said. Everything that I just said today had to be said. I'm not going to be a part of are a victim of any kind of reality that somebody else creates. If they try to make me do that, I'm going to call my demon gods on them. Don't try to make me a part of your sick creation on the internet and then try to push it into my real life. And that's exactly what some of these folks was trying to do, which is sick. Very, very, very sick. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to get these sage sticks dressed with all sorts of other herbs. I'm gonna get my stuff together so that I can go and burn these sage sticks. I'm not sure if Spirit is gonna have me burn all 12 of them or just do 6 of them with a bunch of other herbs, because 6 of these sticks will, I mean, it's gonna produce a lot. It's gonna bring up a lot of spirit. So I'm not sure what they want me to do, but I'll figure it out. They may want me to go ahead and burn all of them. That's gonna produce a lot of smoke. Uh, yes, Rochelle, I did get it, and it is for my Samhain group too, because they doing too much. They are, and I got spirits that are just filtering all this crap out. They conjure it, we get rid of it. They conjure it, we get rid of it. It's some of these people, they ancestors is trapped in purgatory, and that's too bad. You shouldn't have. They shouldn't have tried to mess with folk. So we don't like candles over here. We do real authentic work over here, and we know what spirit is telling us to do, because we sick and tired of being sick and tired. We tired of dealing with these people. And we already spoke about the other day. My spirits wanted me to speak a little bit more about people that look at, first of all, it is magic. It is. We don't call it magic necessarily, because when you call it magic, people start to think that it's something that you can play with like a toy. Okay. And you don't play with it like that. You don't do things unnecessarily. And what Spirit has been noticing is a lot of unnecessary crap. You know what I'm saying? And my spirits is real irritated by it, because I be over here doing authentic work. And so what they did was that one of my spirits guards me spiritually. Came back to me and said, while you was doing that ritual, so and so spirit tried to come in, or they saw some eyes trying to come in. Why are you, like, these people are gonna learn? Stop playing with it. Because when I'm doing my rituals for my clients and stuff, this stuff is very serious. What are you doing? It's not a game. So somebody was sending me destruction magic for my relationship with my boo, which is stupid. Why would you randomly? These folk in social media gonna learn. And I've been working and doing work for people for almost a decade now, and even I ain't just gonna, ooh, let me do just light up a doom or a destruction candle and try to do a breakup spell and da da da. I don't even do that. When if I do that, I'm gonna know the proper authority to go to. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to do that. In fact, my spirits only have me do breakup work if the relationship is harmful. to the parties that's in it. That's the only time you need to do that. But if it's a good relationship, you're gonna have to deal with Aphrodite of Venus, which is the goddess of love and war. You don't mess with none of that. You don't do that. And I had somebody trying to send me breakup spells and said, these people are stupid and crazy. You keep playing around with it. You play stupid games and you're gonna win stupid prizes. Because what was supposed to happen was that people doing whatever spiritual work that they doing, they were supposed to mind their own business and quit meddling with other people. There is nobody on this website that is a leader of me. Nobody. My leader passed away 15 years ago. My elder, Lena Eloise Louisa Briscoe, she passed away. She's with me in spirit. I don't have a master or a leader on this website. There is nobody on a damn app that I don't know, ain't never met, ain't never touched. Now, a lot of y'all that I teach or do work for that ain't never met me, you can say that I'm your leader, that I'm leading you, or that I'm the chariot. That's because you work with me. I'm not forcing you to do that. I'm not trying to force that. It's people on here trying to force people to be underneath them. So I don't know you. I don't agree with you. I wouldn't do the same thing that you do. We're not going in the same direction. It's people on here trying to be my leader that attack pregnant women and babies. Do y'all think Jamila would ever attack a pregnant woman or a baby? No, you already know I wouldn't. Why these people that are not equally yoked with me want to try to attach themselves with me some kind of way and they're not, and then trying to make me seem like I'm like them? No, I don't attack pregnant women and babies. In fact, I protect pregnant women and babies. What's wrong with these people? We won't do no crap like that. Okay, so I don't care about who somebody else feels is God or whatever. First of all, there's no. I don't even work within those principles. I believe that the gods will give me their power to do what I got to do as a spirit having a human experience. But do I see myself as God? No. Do I see anybody on this app as God? No, I don't. Especially if you got to say it. I believe that if it was really God, God is going to be real low key with him being God. If it, I don't, no, I don't do that. Okay. So this is the reason why we do what we do. I do this full time. I don't have time to do nothing else if I'm not spending time with my family and being just living life all day long. I'm constantly making offerings and calling on different spirits every day. In fact, today, I got to do my invocations because we're doing it a lot during this time, and it's to me it's a lot of people that you just ain't doing it the right way, and it ain't my fault, and I don't have nothing to do with that. And I don't have nothing to do with that group of people that attacked me. They tried to attack me after somebody in their online internet group passed away, coincidentally a month after she wished death on me. and they wanted me to come on here and pay last respects and do some kind of honor to her. And I literally had it on camera, literally recorded it. My spirits made sure it was documented. That this lady literally wished death on me. I shared it to my wall. They tried to make y'all ignore it. And I'm supposed to come on here and pay respects to somebody and be respectful to somebody that literally wished death on me, told me, oh, I know you gonna die. I know you about to die. And then she died a month later. And I'm supposed to give a damn about what those people think, feel, give a fuck about. I don't think so. And I'm supposed to love somebody that wished death on me. And I'm supposed to trust people that, like, I'm just, yeah, no. This social media shit is getting on my nerve, straight up and down. It's it and it just, no, yeah, no. She came out of the blue wishing death on me. Came out of the blue. I hadn't said nothing to her. Ain't talked about her. I clicked somebody's link because they was having one of their hooplas and shit, one of their meltdowns or whatever. And she literally said, you're going to die. You're going to die, this lady. And then I'm supposed to give a damn. I'm supposed to hold on to a relationship with a man that cried over this person when she died. I'm supposed to love you and want to be with you and show respect to you as a man when you crying over this lady that literally wished death on me right in front of you. Boy, bye. And I'm supposed to have low self-esteem like that because I'm a black woman or because I'm a witch. And we supposed to covet people that think this way. And I don't say nothing to people about it. I give you a side eye. I give you a side eye when I see you hanging around with people or showing respect to people that literally wish death on me and was praying for me to die. And I'm supposed to trust you and covet you, and you not trying to protect me from somebody that want me to die. And I'm supposed to look at myself and say it's a problem within me because I don't have no respect for you and because I cussed you out. Somebody that has such little and low regard for my life that you would cry over a person that wanted me dead. Play up by don't you listen, you don't have nothing to say to me. Ooh, did you toast your bread first, Bubbles? Oh, you should have. It's okay. It's too late now. You can make some more though. Okay. I'm gonna get some bananas today too. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no. Yeah, no. And these people run around here, and Jamila is such an evil person. Why? Because I lived? And those people are checked out to lunch anyway, because let me tell y'all something. When I said what I said about that lady after she passed away, some dude that was simping for her tried to say that I was jealous of her and tried to make it seem like it was about jealousy for her. Excuse me. Those people are confused and messed up. I had listen, it ain't no jealousy. It's just about the fact that this person told me that I was gonna die, and she read it out of her Bible that I was gonna die because I didn't want to take abuse from a man or abuse from her and be treated like a fucking slave. But they'll go around and say, oh, these women, they jealous. Jealous of what? And y'all expect me to give a damn about people like that. Please don't ever. And then talking crazy to me because I need to work out, which by the way, yeah, it's stupid and crazy. If a person is overweight, they can always lose weight and get in shape. It's not like I'm 500 pounds and I got 100 pounds of skin that I'm going to have to get cut off surgically. So I work out every single day. Why would a sensible person with good sense, what was I jealous of her body? They don't even make no sense when everybody done seen me lose and gain weight when I on a regular basis come on here and will show my body. So please disconnect me from that completely. And people that are over here watching me, especially on this channel, you better take heed and stop listening to those people spiritually. They're stupid and dumb. Stop listening to them people spiritually. They are stupid. You cannot practice witchcraft, alchemy, or be a witch and be stupid at the same time. There is no such thing as a dumb witch. If somebody's dumb, they can't call themselves a witch, nor what they're doing witchcraft. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of it. So what we need to do at this point is disassociate Jamila from that crap. I do real authentic work. I don't want nothing to do with this crap and this crud. I'm dealing with my own family issues, not my children, but family. And I don't have the time nor the patience to deal with none of these people in social media and they problems. Go deal with your own problems. Especially if somebody created the script, whoever created the script and the goings on of what that group is doing, they got to deal with it. Jamila ain't got to deal with it because I would never create something like that ever. So you, what the fuck, you gonna reverse them? You gonna throw it back for what? I didn't create that. Never in my life have I ever, never in my YouTube career, never in my career as a witch have I ever made anybody come on YouTube and lie on somebody. I ain't got to do that. I ain't made up nothing about nobody. I ain't lied on nobody. I don't have nothing to do with that fake crap. Okay. So if you did your part in creating that smear campaign against Jamila, Spirit is telling you right now that you're gonna have to deal with it. You can't reverse it. You can't give it. You better try to transmute it or something, but don't send shit to me. They telling you right now, don't you try to send nothing. You the one that created that crap. You the one that said, I'm psychic and I can see this and see that and da 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 da, and you lied. So now you gotta deal with it, don't they? So I don't even want to hear it. And you know what? I'm like the truth. You may not necessarily like me, but you got to respect me for being honest. Because there's been more people that have deluded themselves into the grave early or into other stuff. And, you know, them trying to make it seem like that eviction was a big fucking deal. No, a foreclosure would be a big deal. Now, that would be a big deal, but even people still recover from foreclosures. I see people running around here trying to use that. Listen, uh, that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. And I'm telling a lot of people right now, You need to stop putting slumlords on a pedestal and start coming with what's real. This is one of the reasons why one of my clients is getting ready to move into her new place right now, dealing with a slumlord, because ain't nobody ignorant over here. We're not ignorant over here. We're not going to sit up here and fake the funk and make it look like, oh, a slumlord, that they can't have a disastrous effect on somebody's life. Because they can. And what we need to be focused on is providing support and love. Okay. And at a time where I needed that support and love, one of my friends was there for me. Everybody was there for me. Okay. Wasn't nobody coming out in social media talking about it. When the time came to the end where I was dealing with that landlord that decided, uh, who cares if there's raccoons in her attic? And then people trying to downplay it. See, that's called narcissism. So ain't none of my sisters got to worry about me coming all down hard on her at the same time dealing with this crazy man that I didn't live with, but that was dropping revenge porn on me. To all of the females out there that threw me under the bus, thank you for your support. Yeah, you thought he had power over me because he dropped revenge porn. And so you tried to do it too. But in reality, hun, you're going to suffer for that. I thought it was disgusting the amount of people that was okay with the revenge porn, all that sick shit. You gonna get what you got coming to you for doing that. Okay? Period. And here's another thing, y'all. Stop allowing these people to traumatize you. When you know what, it wasn't nothing but trauma that these people tried to put me through. And you know what? I sent it right on back to them. They the ones gonna have to deal with it. Anybody that tries to bring me any trauma, long term, literally, they tried to long term traumatize me, and it ain't gonna happen. Trauma is energy. Trauma is a spirit. You send that shit back to them people, and then they'll try to make up a lie to make it seem like you deserve it. Bye. I don't give a damn. Then trying to make it seem like, well, we black women, y'all need to be more softer. Black women need to be soft towards people that tried to kill us. That's literally, if y'all pay attention to what they was doing, that's literally what they were trying to do. And I'll tell any of them in their face, get up out of my face. And really, to be honest with you, when a lot of the people that was in that group attack me and they come back to this website trying to talk like they got some good sense, spirit be like, bye. Bye. You are disgusting. And nobody should listen to nothing that you have to say about nothing until you acknowledge what you did and acknowledge that you were wrong and wait a few years. I don't understand these folks. They'll come on here, they'll support abusers. You support somebody that was trying to kill somebody and abuse them for no reason. The person didn't deserve it. And then come on here, you gonna kick some knowledge to somebody. We supposed to listen to you after you tried to murder an entire family and tried to use witchcraft to do it, to manipulate people. That's why King Pyman is gonna stomp all over you. You thought you was gonna manipulate. Ooh, we gonna manipulate like some skull candles. and people are going to accept us trying to kill Jamila and her children. Oh, really? Really? Okay. You know what? It'll be a cold day in hell for you. And that's exactly what all of them tried to do. And if you on that side, you have no hope. You are not going to survive that. You're not. You're not going to survive that. Spirit don't want you. Mother Gaia don't even want you on her earth. You are the devil's reject. If you thought for 1 second that witchcraft was even about that, because the last time I checked, witchcraft was about not only saving women and children, but that's what we are traditionally. You thought that witchcraft was about manipulating people's minds and convincing them to sit back and watch you murder another a witch, not another witch, a witch, a healer and her children. And you think you gonna get a pass on that? You think people are gonna respect you just because you made up a lie? A lot of these people are gonna have hell in their lives for what they did. And literally was projecting, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all my little altar space that I have over there. And we'll be in a bigger home soon, but trying to project and make it seem like I'm going through hell because I'm it's a trip, y'all. It's a whole ass trip. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all know, those of y'all that did right, y'all know who y'all are. Because for me, I'm the type of person, I don't flip flop for 5 seconds. I take a position and I stand on it. And I stand in that. Can't nobody come, and would nobody have ever been able to convince me. And to me, my spirits are also, they're like, yeah, it may have had a small part of your spiritual journey, but it wasn't meant to destroy you and your family. It wasn't meant to actually do any harm to you. And those are the spirits that I work with, and the gods and the goddesses that I work with that love me. I don't have no There's no God in my life or spirit or deity or demon or angel that's telling me that we were deserving of that at all. And the complete disrespect and humiliation that those people tried to do to me and my children. Please believe that it will never ever be right for those people until they admit it. And then people still gonna throw rotten tomatoes at them, and they got to ask for forgiveness. I don't give a damn who you are, who you think you are. Okay. And me and my children, all of us are pure of heart. So we had the right to come on here, and just because you a witch don't mean that you're not a wholesome person. And, a lot of, the battle got real dirty and real ugly. It got real dirty and real ugly. But at the end of the day, we take our purity back because, and that's what we do. And that's why we're going to have a lot of fun on Halloween. We got a lot of blessings coming to us, blessings, and it ain't a damn thing that these people can do to stop it. They can talk they crap, but they liars. Okay, just FYI. And I don't have to fight nobody. My spirits do that for me. Okay. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all later. Blessings to y'all. Now I will tell y'all that you know you can call on these spirits and like I'm getting ready to do my invocations right now and get my work done that I'm supposed to do. But things that you do want to do to make sure that these spirits are able to either physically manifest what you want them to do, or if there's healing that's needed for them to physically manifest the healing. Okay. So, you know, this is the reason why people take the classes, because a lot of people they think, oh, I'm just gonna light up a 7-day candle, and that ain't that yeah, no. If your ideal of witchcraft is lighting up a candle, you don't know nothing about witchcraft and you need to be careful out there. Okay. You need to be very careful out there thinking that that's what it's all about. Okay. And I'm not gonna start no more students until November would be the soonest, because I got so much work to do, and especially for Halloween and everything. So anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I will see y'all later. Um, I'm gonna put up a video though of this sage burning that I'm doing. I will put up a video of that because you know, with Hurricane Milton, and you know and then Hurricane Helene, and then this fire that we had, you know, I got it so that we can clean the air and clear out a lot of this negative stuff. So I'll catch y'all later. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Blessings. Bye bye.